In today's video, we're going to be looking at perhaps one of the greatest role-playing games of all time, Final Fantasy IV, here known as Final Fantasy II. Stay tuned for more. Hello and welcome to another episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. My name is Ryan and this is my retro gaming, perler beating YouTube channel. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you're having a great day. Today I've decided to take a look at one of my absolute favorite childhood video games, Final Fantasy II, when it came out in North America, and Final Fantasy IV as it has been known ever since. I am absolutely in love with this game. I'm so in love with it, in fact, I have bought it not once, but 4 times, including the most recent release with the Pixel remasters of Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Highly recommend this, by the way. I absolutely love it. I love what they've done with the graphics. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really appreciate it. And I'm just glad that I have a way to play this in a modern way. And by the way, a little sneak preview for a future episode of my channel. Final Fantasy IV perler bead characters. You gotta love it. I love the colors of this game. It's one of my favorite things about this game. So before we get started, if you enjoy what I'm doing, you like these videos, please make sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more of my content. I really appreciate you being here, and without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into some memories of Final Fantasy IV. So there's a lot of things I could say about Final Fantasy IV. I originally learned about this game through seeing my sister playing it. And both of us, we had no idea what this game was about, what kind of adventure would come up with playing it. As games tended to pop up in the rental store, and we had no idea what it was about. We just saw this box on the wall, and we looked in the back of it and saw those 4 pictures and said it looked pretty cool. So this was our first Final Fantasy game, and we really had no idea what to expect. In fact, it was our first role-playing game, period, and it was one of the first few to come to North America following Final Fantasy on the Nintendo. And there was some things that we weren't aware of with role-playing games. So I remember getting this from the rental store, and we put it in and played it. And I was pretty young, so I wasn't doing any of the playthrough, but my sister was, and we got through the beginning of the game. We were really enjoying the story. I was trying to piece things together with my little mind at the time, and I was voicing some of the characters, and my sister would voice others, and I was really just kind of learning how to read when this game came out. And in fact, it really helped me with reading, along with lots of other RPGs. But we looked at this game and loved it. The battle system was a lot of fun with the active time battle. You had to be on your toes with it. But what was so funny is we didn't know how to save the game. We didn't know that we could save the game. We were coming from playing games like Mega Man and Super Mario and all those games like that were more arcade-like, and you couldn't really save your game. You had to find a password. So this was the first game we came across where you could save on the cartridge. And that was a big thing. So we had no idea. So guess what? We actually played through the game up to the place where you meet Tella in that cave. Turned the game off and we didn't know any better. When we turned it back on, we were back at the beginning. So we really had to learn through that oh yes, you can save the game. So we figured that out, and from there we made it to the end of it. What an amazing game. Narratively, one of the first Final Fantasies to really have a great story, at least from what we were able to get here in America. I just love it more and more. I love those characters, Cecil and Rosa and Kane and all the rest, and their amazing adventure they go on. Comment down below, tell me what your favorite Final Fantasy IV memory is. I'd love to hear about it. So let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing of this, and then we'll look at one of the manuals. So here it is, Final Fantasy II in the original box. Some information on the front: 16-bit role-playing game, 8 meg memory, battery backup saves up to 4 games, 76-page player strategy manual, stereo sounds. We never actually had a manual for this, so that shows you how much we knew. As I said, I loved seeing the pictures on the back. You sure did learn a lot about the game back then, as we did not have the YouTubes. The crusade for the crystals in the kingdom of Baron, powerful airships rule the skies. At the head of this elite fighting force, it's Cecil, captain of the Red Wings. Get ready for the most challenging role-playing adventure ever. I love it. If you're not familiar with Minibox Gaming, he has a store on Etsy. He does great work. Check it out. I've got a link below in the description. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now this is the original cartridge. We actually got this from the rental store. They were selling it when the rental store was going out of business. So this is our original copy. And you can tell it's definitely had some better days here. Not sure what's going on up there, but there it is. Yep, not the prettiest cartridge. Have to do some cleaning up on there, but that's it. Now let's look at the manual. By the way, before we go into that, the Play Asia version of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster has all these wonderful characters inside the cover. I really wish more game boxes had beautiful artwork on the inside. It doesn't make sense that they would just have plain white areas on the inside. Okay, so we got this. This is absolutely beautiful artwork. This is showcasing the original artwork. I love it. And there's some more wonderful pictures. And then they added on the GPA, they added never before seen story sequences as you switch your party members. They had a very hard dungeon they tacked on to the end of it. So let's go ahead and jump into, this is the GBA version in the original GBA box. So it's in great condition. I am not going to sell this. I'm going to be keeping this for as long as I can. Okay, open this up. And you have the manual and all the inserts. There's Tales of Fantasia, look at that. Game Boy player. There's the strategy guide. I never got that. I just love the original artwork. And there's that cartridge. Great shape. Let's look at this manual for a little bit. Entrusted with command of the Red Wings, Baron's Royal Airship Fleet, he masters the Dark Sword under the King's orders. That's Cecil. And we have Kane. A rival of Cecil's, yet at the same time a close friend. We have Rydia and Rosa, White Mage and Rydia, young summoner Rydia. I love the story of redemption that this game has for all the characters. Edward the Bard, gotta love Edward. Tella, it's always such an interesting pose for Tella. It's kind of laying around. Very strange looking artwork for him. We had Edge the Ninja, Palome and Perome. Love those guys. And then it just tells you a little bit about the controls for the GBA, which actually was my favorite portable till the Switch. Much more portable than the DS was, in my opinion, but I think it's funny in this picture Cecil is a frog. That's pretty funny. Casting spells, magic, equipment, all the information you're going to need for this adventure. They really did pack a lot of information in this small manual. And there's a picture of Yang, some cool pants, magic items, defend, flee, explaining everything to you and all the status ailments. Shops, transportation. I really think they should bring back the hovercraft. That was one of the best vehicles. I loved that. You could go across the rivers and rocky outcroppings. It was fantastic. And there, look, there's Fuso Ya. He's just kind of hanging out. Mild spoiler there. If you haven't checked out this game, please check it out. It is absolutely amazing. They've got all of the, well, not all of the summons there, but a lot of the magic going on. And then there is an illustration there at the end. Very good. So that's the GBA manual. Let's go ahead and check out the PS1. This is also the original with Chrono Trigger. Let's check it out. Okay, so here is PS case, PS1 in great shape. I loved these cases. Jewel cases. So we had the manual for both games there, and then we had Final Fantasy IV, Chrono Trigger. Let's take this manual out and see what's so different about it. There's some of the characters getting started. There's the reliable PlayStation 1. Gotta love it. I love the way they included all of the emblems of the different countries. Evelyn, Troya, Massidia, Baron, Damson, Fabul. I absolutely love the artwork, the pixel art in this game. Cannot wait to do a video on the perler projects that you can do these characters. Absolutely fantastic, wonderful colors, pop out colors. I'm really glad that they went with bright colors for this game, because when you get to Final Fantasy VI, it is very dark and industrial, so making this colorful really did break up the monotony and made it a fun game. So, some very small screenshots for some reason, but there you go. Weapon shop, in armor, information about the battle system, vehicles, and you have some chocobos here. You got your yellow, your black, your white chocobo, and everybody's favorite, the fat chocobo. And yes, that is a politically correct fat chocobo right there. And then we go on to Chrono Trigger, but I'm going to save that for another day. I absolutely, positively love these guys as well, but I'm going to stop there. That is our look through, and not one, but 2, 3, and 4 different versions of Final Fantasy IV. Gotta love it. I hope you enjoyed our walk down memory lane looking at Final Fantasy 2/4, one of my favorites from my childhood. Thank you for checking it out with me. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let me know down below what's your favorite Final Fantasy IV memory. I enjoyed looking at this with you, and if you enjoy my content, please stay tuned for more. I can't wait to make these Final Fantasy IV Perler B characters with you. It's going to be fantastic. By the way, Kain is my absolute favorite. A character that goes through a lot in this game. I love the design of this Dragoon. Anyways, for another time, and until next time, make sure to have a great day, keep gaming, and keep it retro.